Okay, are we good? Okie dokie. You can hear me and everything's cool. I got a little um focus on my cracker pot and we're good to go. Oh my god, it's very good. I don't know, we'll give everybody a few minutes. I'm gonna throw this sauce together. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kimmy. Oh my god, do y'all hear that? Hey, Brenda. Tonight we will not be chilling on the porch because if y'all can hear with the window open, I don't know what the hell's going on. Fireworks, gunshots, police. I don't know what's happening. So we're gonna hang in here for a little bit. Dark, dark. Wait, where's the lock? Oh, she was there. Tracy. So I figured, y'all, we can just do the sauce because I'm gonna put it in my crock pot all night, and then we can do lasagna tomorrow. Does that sound about right for everybody? Is that cool? I hate this. Like, I feel like I can't hear nobody's voice back with me. I feel like I'm always talking to my damn self. So what have y'all been up to this weekend? Anything good, you guys? I'm just gonna wait like just a few minutes to start because the sauce recipe is really, 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 really simple. It's just not from scratch, but it's a quick version of homemade sauce, so we're gonna do it because I try to make things easy, so nobody has to go through like this whole crazy process. The other way to do it is you can actually take real tomatoes, right? And you can, I don't know what the right word is, like steam them until they like the skin comes off and they bust. And then you can put them like in a food processor and chop them up, chop them up, chop them up real fine until it turns saucy and then go that way. But because that takes a long time and it kind of is the same thing, or you can buy a can of diced tomatoes and chop them up, chop them up, chop them up. I just buy a can of tomato puree when I'm doing it for like lasagna or whatever. Now, if I'm gonna do like homemade spaghetti, homemade raviolis, all that, we can do all the tomato thing. But it pretty much turns out the same way, to be honest. I mean, sauce is really not that difficult to make. It's pretty damn simple. Everybody thinks it's really hard, but it's really, 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 really not. So, all right, you guys, we'll come over here and make this then. All right, so I hate not having my little sister here and my daughter. Dorothy, hey, Southern. Yeah, that works too. They just like I don't. A lot of people like diced tomatoes. I don't because I don't. I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't really like tomatoes. But so I won't eat fresh. I don't like all that stuff, but I will do it in a sauce. But I don't have my food processor anymore. I don't know what I lost into it. Oh, I like that, Lisa and Chatters. That's a cute one, Scotland. I like that. But yeah, so hopefully this is easy enough that y'all can just hook it up and throw in a crock pot. If you don't let it sit overnight, it's because we're late at night, so I'm doing it this way. But otherwise, hey, we'll just do it. You can do it like 3 or 4 hours ahead of time, especially if you're making meatballs. You want to make meatballs, you got to throw them in the sauce and let them cook for like not cook, but soak for like 4 hours. Because you want the meatballs to get, the sauce flavor. But oh, sure, cocktail. Oh, Brenda, I made chicken breast, like chicken salad, chicken breast like wraps tonight for my husband because of something good and sub. Yeah, because you gotta you gotta bake the meatballs for like 20 minutes, right? And then, when they're done, you put them in the sauce. But if you only let them sit in there for like an hour, they don't get the flavor of all the sauce in them. That's why. But all right, you got my little crock pot going. So I do. I'm trying to look at myself and make sure you can see it. I do. Little thing of tomato paste. Now, I'm not going to make my lasagna is going to be like a regular pan. I always overdo every fucking thing. You guys know this. Always overdo it. I don't know why. But you can always freeze your spaghetti sauce, which is good. Or you can like make ziti the next day. Tammy is at a wedding, but she will tell you she loves the ziti I make. But I make it like a cheesy, crazy woman because I love cheese. All right, and then the tomato puree. I just get the ShopRite brand, y'all. I mean, you're going to season it up. It's all the same. All this is like literally tomatoes in a food processor. Now, I'm going to tell you all this. Some people add like a half a can of water. I don't do that. If I'm going to add anything, like say your sauce is short, I put this in the comments, okay, when I posted this. If your sauce is short, you don't feel like it's enough, I always keep like a can, like, I don't know, like this around. Tomato sauce or like, I don't know, your favorite. I don't know if you have a ragu. Hey, Breezy. If you have a ragu or like a Prego, I don't like them. There's one I like that I'll use for lasagna, but I won't use it for spaghetti. But I'll mix it with my homemade, like, it's, what the hell's it called? Like, I think it's a ShopRite, the bowl and basket for cheese or something. But if you ever, like, if you don't feel like it's enough, you can either add another can of tomato puree and another can of paste. Or sometimes, if you're cheating, you can just add some tomato sauce because you're going to beef it up anyway. The point is, you're going to season the sauce to the way you like it. So no matter what you do, you're going to beef it up. Puppy, what's this, mail? All right. Nail and Swiss roll on my stove. Remove this. Baby. So funny. Okay. And then, all right. I take a whole onion. I already cut the skin off. And I just drop it in there, right? Because I'm going to tell you why we use the onion. When the onion sits in there all night, it gives it flavor, or for 3-4 hours, whatever it is. I'm putting this in a crock pot, like I said. You can do it on your stove and just keep it on low, like 2 or 3 for like, I don't know. If you're not putting meat in it, you can do it for like 2 hours. If you're putting meatballs in it, you want to put the meatballs in and do it for like 4 hours so the meatballs get, seasoned up. But the onion will get really, really, really soft, right? Well, it gives it flavor without making, but dark, it won't taste like onion like that. Like, it won't, you're not going to taste it. You know what I mean? But the onion gets really soft, and this is going to sound crazy, but old school Italian. When you get it out, you cut up the onion, you put some salt on it, and eat it with your spaghetti on your spoon. It's so freaking good. Anyway, then I do a little onion powder. If you don't do a real onion, you can do onion powder. Pepper. You guys got to season to the way you like. Just a little bit of everything. Like, I don't measure it out. Probably, I would say like a teaspoon and a half, I guess, of everything, except for salt. I don't really add salt because of all the other seasonings have salt in it. Oh, this is that Italian seasoning that I say. You can get this, or You can do oregano and parsley, which is pretty much what is in here. I don't even know what's in here. I just buy it because it has, yeah. It's pretty much like oregano, parsley, rosemary, thyme, garlic. I think that's, let me say. Basil's in here too. Basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, parsley, garlic. Instead of buying all those seasonings, I just buy this little one. It's Italian seasoning. And it puts all that good stuff in there. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, you guys, remind me to show you them noodles that I got for tomorrow. Because they're good. I use garlic powder, but I also like this. I found this squeezed garlic, but I didn't have fresh garlic. So I used a little bit of this garlic. This is just minced garlic in a squeezy container. That's it. Real easy. It's actually kind of cool, though. You can squeeze it out instead of getting it in a jar. And my adobo. Adobo that goes on everything. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. What does that say? You're allergic to fresh onion? Really? But she can eat onion powder? Yeah, Tracy, there's basil in there, girl. There's basil, rosemary. Because I have like oregano, parsley. But sometimes I like this because I don't know if you can see it really well. But they grind it up really fine in there. So it makes it really good. That is what, oh, la, Teddy. Okay. This is a Spanish seasoning, y'all. Look. You can use it on everything. It's got pepper in it. Or you can buy it with pepper or without pepper. But I buy it with pepper. You put it on meat, fish, pork, eggs. My husband's Puerto Rican, so he puts it on eggs. I don't know, what do we use adobo on, baby? Pretty much everything, right? I mean, I'm really good about basic seasonings. Like, I use the same seasonings pretty much on everything because that's what we like. But everybody's got to do, to their liking. I love a lot of garlic too. You guys are right. I love a lot of garlic. So here's garlic powder. I don't use garlic salt because the problem is all this stuff has salt in it. And I love salt, but if you put too much salt, it's like crazy. Oh, this is parsley. Don't need that. All right. And sazon. I usually add about a packet to a packet and a half. I'm going to show you what this is too. It's red. It turns your face. It turns everything red. All right. You see this? It says con cilantro and achiote. So what that means is it's got the cilantro and it's got the tomato flavoring in it a little bit. This is not spicy. No. It's not spicy at all. The adobo is not spicy. Like, it's not hot. And the sazon is not spicy at all. Actually, you know what? Brenda, meat, girl, that's why I love that little thing of Italian seasoning. It goes, yes, Scott. We use this on everything. You know what we really use? My daughter loves this stuff on. This is so funny. You know those canned white potatoes, the sliced potatoes? When we fry them in the morning for breakfast, and she dumps this stuff on there big time. But it turns everything red. So funny, though. It turns your fingers red. And pretty much, that's like sauce in a freaking minute. I don't know if y'all can hear all that popping outside. You've never seen sazon? If you go into like the aisle that has like the Hispanic aisle or the like where he's got taco shells and stuff like that aisle, you'll find that. But Scotland, are you Spanish, may I ask? What kind of empanadas do you make? I make them with chicken. I've made them with, we make pizza ones, cheesesteak ones. We have to do them one night. Yes, Breezy. Girl, you know what though? I don't use flour on my chicken. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't because I use the air fryer now. But I always do. I always used to bake chicken with the skin on. If you bake it, it gets real nice and crispy. So, cause I don't know, I'm not big on fried chicken. I like fried chicken, but I don't like when, like when you go to the stores or you go to like KFC and get it, and it's like, I don't know, all bread. I don't know. The best place I know is Kennedy Fried Chicken. I'll see a pack of cigarettes sitting on my. That up there. All right. So we're gonna stir. I'm gonna show you the inside of this. All right. I told you guys this is so freaking simple. Your boyfriend doesn't put it. Oh, me. Yeah, my husband is too. So. Eureka, it's a more healthy. Exactly, Brenda. And I love it. I love the crispy skin, and the air fryer does really well. I pressure cook the chicken thighs, and then I put them in the air fryer, like pressure cook them, take it off, air crisp for 10 minutes, crisp them right up. I'm looking out my window, y'all. We was gonna sit on a porch, but between all the fireworks, the police, and there's been some gunshots out there, so we're just gonna stay inside tonight. Don't want to do no Drew Peterson stuff. What am I? Oh, here's the secret, guys. If you don't add sugar to your sauce, it will be bitter. I love fried chicken, but in 52.5 years, I've never fried. Yeah, my husband fries chicken in oil. I can't do it in oil. I'm terrible with it. I use air fryer for my fried chicken. I spray it with olive oil. I use ground pork rinds as a coating now. Really, Breezy? That's interesting. Huh. Bro, that's a new one. I'm going to have to check that out. So the trick with the sauces, guys, you've got to put a little bit of sugar in it. Because otherwise, especially if you start from real tomatoes, because you will have that bitter taste if you do not. I just kind of probably, I don't know, what's a half of a quarter cup? About that. Probably maybe like three tablespoons. I know, Brenda, it's ridiculous. I know. Honey, the neighbor said he might need your help in 5 minutes, okay? He said he'll text me. Because I'm going out there about an eighth of a thank you, dark. I mean, I guess I could go out there, but it's, after fireworks, when they start shooting, I don't want to get popped. Not on a live. Could you imagine if I got shot on a live? That'd be terrible. Anyway. All right. I stir it. All right, guys. Always dip your finger in it. It tastes so freaking good. Already, it tastes so good. I hate tomatoes, you guys, but I fucking love. I don't know. It just tastes good. I was kidding. Well, you guys know what happened last time. I got the news. Hey, Maria. I got the news that a friend of mine was murdered as I was on a live. So things happen on here. Actually, we might talk about this a little bit later when we get into this Drew Peterson thing. There's a lot of crimes and stuff, like crazy stuff going on in the world. But, okay, so you got to taste it and make sure the bitterness is out. Yes, Tracy, me too. And then I just leave it. I'm cheating. I'm doing a crock pot because I'm leaving it overnight. I'll just leave it on keep warm overnight, and so we can make lasagna tomorrow. Now, all right, ready? There's the onion. What'll happen is it'll get real soft. It won't fall apart. If you don't pull it up, Jesus Christ. If you don't pull it apart, it won't fall apart. Now, see, that wasn't a firework. If you don't pull it apart, it won't fall apart. Until you're ready, then pull it apart. Okay. Tastes so yummy. Jesus Christ, it doesn't stop. So, okay. You guys think that's easy enough to make sauce? Seriously? For spaghetti, Tracy? No, I usually make meatballs. This is going to be used for lasagna. So, no, not at this moment. Now, if I was making meat sauce, yeah, but here's the thing. I'm going to use this sauce to make lasagna tomorrow. And I don't put meat in it because I'm going to probably have a lot left over. So then I'll take some, whatever's left over, I'll freeze it. Or I'll make ziti or whatever. But if we were doing spaghetti and meatballs, Tracy, I'd for sure put the meatballs in the sauce. I would have made the meatballs, put them in the sauce. But we're not doing meatballs. The sauce is going to be for our lasagna tomorrow. So I took a picture on IG, but I'm going to show you guys. I found these. So I'm going to attempt to use these tomorrow. I've never used them before. But they're apparently ready to bake. So you don't have to, oh, hell yeah, I put meat in my lasagna. Yes. I found these, otherwise you can just use, lasagna noodles, but you have to boil them. But I found these in the refrigerated section, so I'm hoping that your hubby has used them. Nice. I hope they work. Because I make a very, very, okay, let me show you too. Some people like ground turkey and stuff in theirs. I use this Mayon Italian sausage. I mix it with ground beef. Like I told you guys in the post, I'm pretty much, Tracy, I found them one time too. They had these, but on it said something like, ready to, I don't know, it was like homemade style or something. I found them one time like this in a box that said homemade style, and Jesus Christ, they turned out awesome. But I haven't been able to find them since, so I found those noodles, so I'm going to try them for sure, because then you don't have to boil the noodles and all that stuff, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to boil the noodles. Exactly, Brenda, that's what I left on my Instagram. I said, some people want to use ground turkey. Some people want to add mushrooms. Some people like to add onion chunks. Some people like to add spinach. I love spinach in mine. I love mushrooms in mine. But for this stuff, guys, I'm not a chef. You're right. I'm definitely not a chef. I'm trying to do the easiest type of recipes for people that maybe don't know how to cook so well, or I don't do everything real fancy. I'm pretty basic. Like I said, I use the same basic seasonings all the time. Sazon, adobo, garlic. Hold on, guys. Well, okay. Babe, here we you right now. Sorry, guys, my neighbor is my husband. Yeah, I freaking love mushrooms. I was so pissed the other night. I went to cook mushrooms. They were bad. I was so mad. I had them in the fridge for like a week. I was pissed. But yeah, ground turkey, a lot of people use. Some people, there's this There's this what the hell is it? Like a veal pork something mix. Like it's got and you can mix that with ground beef. So I'm probably gonna move into the living room. Hey baby, say hi baby.
Why are you going to the living room?
I mean to the bedroom. Come here, say hi. Tell them how good our lasagna's gonna be.
It's gonna be good.
We always make good lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, did you get shit out of the bathroom?
Of course.
I'll tell you what, my husband never takes that damn ring off. I'll give it to him. I don't even wear mine because I be doing stuff all day long and I'll be free up. One time I went like this and like slung my hand after doing dishes and my ring went phew, and flew off. I don't even wear mine anymore. Tracy, you want me to tell you a secret? Chop them up real fine. They'll never, 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 ever, ever know they're in there. My husband didn't like mushrooms either and cheese sticks. And so I just chopped them real fine. And he never knew they were in there. Now he wants them in there all the time. I don't wear any anymore because I waitress and I just get a whole mess. You would not know, Dark. You would not know. It's so funny, but Breezy, my daughter loves veggies too. But here's the thing: when I make my veggies, I like this is so bad because they're pretty much not vegetables by the time I'm done with them. I pretty much like fry them in like okay, no, that's a lie. Like corn, if I buy like canned corn or something like that, like if I'm doing something quick, because I mean, what kind of other corn? You buy canned corn or frozen corn, whatever. Is that tell her Brenda? They'll never know. She'll never know. I'm gonna send her lasagna with mushrooms in it. She wouldn't know the damn difference. I'm gonna trick her. But no, if I fry mine like in the salt, not fry, I guess I would say saute with butter and garlic and oil. So when they're veggie, their veggies taste banging, but it kind of ruins the veggie part. Actually, when Alicia's here next week, we've never really done it on YouTube, our shrimp and spinach Alfredo. Oh, it's so freaking good. And then, oh my God, you guys, these sliders I found, we are doing them next week. I had an idea for something, right? And I couldn't get my like finger on it. I was like, how can I do this? This is the best way to do this because a lot of times we have leftovers. So I'm always trying to come up with something with leftovers. So I got this awesome. Tracy, that's exactly the way I make it. Yes. We make it with oil, garlic, bacon. I really actually like my asparagus and bacon, but I've been getting lazy and not wrapping it lately. I know. Hey, Heidi. Good to see you, love. So, all right. So now we're going to move to the room. So now that the sauce is all going, we'll do the lasagna tomorrow, get the stuff, and then we will leave it on for a few minutes. So I think Lock Vault's going to come up and help me talk about, I don't know if you guys watched it, but if you didn't, it's okay. Because I got all the details on Cellmate Secrets. Let me cover this up. Baby, it's going to be good tomorrow. How do you like my apron? She hasn't seen my apron ever. All right, guys. I would go outside, but like I said, too many gunshots right now. Too much fireworks. Something the hell's going on outside, so we're not going to go sit on the porch tonight because it's probably a little dangerous. So let me get out of here. 2 seconds. Y'all notice takes me like a half second to log out of this one. Leave. I'm getting better at this lately, huh? Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. All right, Heidi. Thank you, honey, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Breezy. Yes, you missed that. Did you? Girl, you didn't hear me tell you that sugar is the most important part, because if you don't, it'd be bitter. Thanks, Heidi. I appreciate the support, babe. Long time no see. I'm glad you're doing good. It's so freaking good, you guys. I know, right, Brenda? I'm getting a little better. Girl, stop it. You ain't gotta be sorry for nothing. I'm just teasing you. You know I like to tease you guys. All right, I'm taking you for a walk. Walkity walk, walk, walk. We're going into my room. Going into my room. Y'all see my new AC back there? Woot woot. Can you see it? Why does everything look freaking yellow? I don't understand that shit. Does it look yellow to you, or is it just me? All right, pause for a half. Not pause. I just gotta grab. Look who followed me in. Aw, yay, the boobies. Y'all can watch Speedy for a half a second while I go grab my stuff. Speedy, I'll be right back. Shit. Come in. What do you think I was leaving you? You're right up my behind, boy. You're right up my butt. I can't even move without you. My butt, Speedy, you're gonna make me trip over you, seriously. You're gonna make me trip over you. I know, you're scared of all the noise. Okay, guys, sorry. Sorry. Speedy's scared of all the noise. Aww. Why does everything look yellow? How do I make that change? Is it short? Well, maybe it's my light. Do you think it's my light? No, he came right back. Look, he's just following me. He's scared because of all the noise. He doesn't like the fireworks and he doesn't like the gunshots. And then when the police sirens come, he really gets mad. Oh, let me go get my charger for laptop just in case. Just in case, guys. Stay. I said stay. You don't listen very well, sir. You don't listen to Mama, do you? You're so freaking funny. But I love you. Come on, it's okay. It's okay. Come on. I don't know, Tracy. It's been going on since like when we were on here before. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it's all right. All right. Speedy, you're famous. You're famous. Look, he's like, bitch. No, guys. Okay. So, look at me, y'all. I took notes. And, well, my laptop's about to die, too. Because you know me. I'd probably be right out there. But, to be honest, my laptop's going to die if I don't stay inside. And it's wet as hell outside. So, I don't want my stuff to get ruined. Miss Locked, you want to come up and chat with me? I'm kind of forcing Locked to be my crime buddy a little bit. Is that bad? Oh, and guess what? I've gotten a little better, y'all. I'm about to learn how to timeshare a little bit. Timeshare. Screen share. I think I can screen share. Okay, did you want to come? I said timeshare. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? You ready, Locked? Okay, I didn't want to do it unless you were ready. Hey, ma'am. Okay, she left. Maria, it started last week, but just so you know, it's like it's an hour show on Lifetime. They do high profile stuff, and last week it was Casey Anthony, and this week it was Drew Peterson. But I kind of figured that we could talk about. Are you there, girl?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
shorting
okay,
out.
okay. I was like, what the hell happened? But yeah, Maria. So we just kind of last week we started. Stop shaking, buddy. He is shaking so hard. He hates this stuff. But I can't even freaking focus. He's got me worried. It's okay, buddy. Oh my god. So what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. So they do. So we just figured we could kind of talk about it, the Cellmate Secrets, and then we can talk about like our point of view on stuff or what else is going on. Like last week, Locke brought up the Megan Boswell thing, which I didn't even really know about. But now, if I pull up the article, I know how to screen share. I think so. Hopefully, y'all will get no nudies pulled up from me or something. Right, Locke? You there, Locke?
Yeah, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said, hopefully, I won't pull up no nudies on myself by accident.
Not of mine.
I actually got to figure out. Can't you transfer all your stuff from your phone to your laptop, right?
Yes, you can. You can do it easier with an Android than you can with an iPhone. No, I'm finding out.
Oh shit! Well, then you're gonna have to help me because I got Alicia's all her graduation videos on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to figure. I have to figure out how to do that on some real stuff. She says she's going to. Yep, Tracy, nudies are coming. Okay, my boobs always just look so big in this thing. It's so weird. Okay, but anyway, all right. What do you know about Mr. Drew Peterson, Locke?
I don't know. I didn't really know. Like, I didn't really remember this case, to be honest with you, until I watched the show. And I guess I was twisting him up with Scott Peterson. Is it Scott Peterson?
Yeah, I know. I always mix them two up. Scott Peterson had the pregnant wife, Lacey,
Yeah.
that they think he murdered and like took her out on a fishing boat and dumped her. Drew Peterson is the cop. He was a cop in Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
like a sergeant, I guess. And he like this is wife number 4 that disappeared, and he hasn't even gotten charged with her yet.
Yeah.
He's gotten charged with the third wife.
Because
So on the show they had Chrissy Raines, which apparently she met him. Like I can tell you how they met, but I'm just gonna give you guys a quick synopsis real quick, and then Locke can help me go through all this. But she met him and dated him up until he went to prison and up until he was convicted. And then they had the Nicole Speakman on there, who apparently dated him, overlapping a little bit with
totally overlapping,
Chrissy.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but the crazy part was the Chrissy girl pretty much moved into his house. They were engaged. Like, it was like really legit.
Yeah.
But
yeah. She was like, he's 30 years older than her, they were saying.
they said that, okay, real quick thing. Autumn 2007, Police Sergeant Drew Peterson's wife, Stacy, went missing. The deal was she was his 4th wife. The 3rd wife, Kathleen Savio, in 2004, she had an accidental drowning in a bathtub, right? That's what they called it. But when all this happened, they exhumed her body and they ended up ruling it a homicide, saying that she had blunt force trauma to the head. So it was ruled a homicide. So what happened was eventually he got arrested when did he get arrested? I think he was arrested in 2008, was it? I believe he got arrested and the trial started in 2012, but he's never been arrested for Stacy's disappearance. He's only been arrested for her. And so they had the girlfriend that met him after Stacy disappeared. Well, actually, he was with Stacy when he met her, but so they had these 2 women on there pretty much saying their side, and this lady comes out with stuff she knows. So what did you hear the part where they said that apparently he met this Christine girl when she was 15. She was cutting school and he caught her. And he took her to
Yes.
the police station and called her dad, right?
Yep. Yep. And then her dad ran into him and ran into Stacy at the laundromat when he was
Right.
there with the other daughter. And
Kim.
yes. Yep. And he said something to the effect of, "You're folding your father's laundry," or something like that. And then
Right.
that's when Drew came in and was giving him a look. So that was kind of weird how their paths were.
And she was like, it's my husband's. And then I guess he walked in, and the father, Christine's father, his name was Edward Rains, and he was not happy. Like, he wasn't happy this whole episode. Like, he was really feeling some freaking type of way with his. But I mean, how would you feel if your daughter is obviously dating, somebody accused of murdering his wife and missing another one?
Well, I'd probably be in jail for murder myself.
Right. That's it. Right. So it's kind of crazy. Like, they met when Drew Peterson met her and her father when he was 15. She was 15, cut school, called him up. They had a talk with him, and they let her go to jail. Then she ran into him. Apparently, they ran into. Look, you guys should be proud of me. I wrote this shit down at a bar, and he was still with. Well, they ran into at the laundromat. And then they ended up running into him at a bar. So I guess here's what I got out of it. In 03, he divorced wife number 3, Kathleen, and married Stacy. But from like 2000 to 03, he was married to Kathleen and having an affair with Stacy. And then in 04, Kathleen's body was found, and then 07, Stacy went missing. So everything kind of overlaps, right?
Yeah. Like, how did you look up this town? Like, how small is this town?
I don't know. I know,
because
right?
I'm thinking, like, this guy is running into these people, and it's gonna be a small town, right?
Bolingbrook. Let's see. Population. What are you talking about, baby? No, honey, you're talking about the wrong person. He's convicted for killing his third wife, honey. No, nobody knows about the first and second wife. Where are the first and second wife, actually?
It just says that he's divorced from him.
Yeah, he's just divorced. My husband's like, he killed. I'm like, no. All right, it says the village of Bolingbrook is a southwest suburb of Chicago in Will and DuPage counties in the U.S. The population is 75,201. It's the 17th largest incorporated place, and the state's second largest village. Well, what the fuck?
How does he keep running into them? Like, that's weird to me.
He must be in that little county, I guess. Like, he was a sheriff there. I'm assuming he was like in the little county. I don't know. The crazy part to me was that then they said they met him at a bar, and the sister wasn't having it. She wanted to go home with him, and all this crazy stuff. But what got me was they said that she moved in with him, right? And
yeah,
this is what fucks me up. Where is it? Christy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I want to get you guys a date. 8/28 sees him at the bar. Okay. Then they moved in with him, and the crazy part was she said they were on like their second date, and they hadn't been intimate yet. They haven't had sex yet, and that she woke up in his bed and she was naked. Hey, Kristen. She was naked in his bed and didn't have no memory of anything. And she asked him, "Did you do something to my drink?" And he was like, "No." And she like believed him. And she was only 21 at this time. Did you see that part?
Yeah, I saw that part. And then the part when she moved in and found the camera. Hell no, I would have been gone at that point.
Yeah, then she found, when she moved in, she found the camera, and it had all these pictures of her on there. So she said then but apparently, here's the deal: the dad is really upset. He was on there. You guys got to watch it, because the dad was on there, and I felt for him. Like, he was really upset. He said that their mom, I guess, left them when they were young, and he worked all these long crazy hours, and he wasn't home much, and all. It does sound weird, Maria, but so he wasn't home much, but he was like really, really, really upset when she got involved with him, because she got involved with him after he wasn't in jail or anything, but he was like under suspicion of it already. And then it's like, have you seen Stacey Peterson? She looks like a freaking baby.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. Let's see. Images.
She
Let me see if I
almost
can do
looks
it.
alike to the Christina. That was her name, right? Christina?
Yes, Christina Reigns. Yes.
Yeah, they almost look alike.
Look at her. Look, let's see. All right, let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna try to do it, y'all. Ready. Share screen. Holy moly. It's about to go down up in here. Can you see it?
Yep.
Woo!
You did it.
That's her. Don't she look like a freaking baby?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know who all these other people are, but that's her. She looks, apparently he met her when she was like 20 years old too. And so she was telling him that, all right, how do I stop? Okay, stop that. Okay. So she was telling him, yes, it's on Lifetime, Brenda. She was telling him that, she must have got tired of his 4 kids, because I guess he has 4 children, right?
He's got 6, actually.
Does he have 6?
Yeah.
Oh, they kept saying about 4.
Yeah, she got 4 with him, or they got 4 together, him and Stacy.
Wait, weren't some of them the stepkids?
Well, 2 were from his first marriage. He's got 6 altogether.
Brenda, actually,
Oh, and
the
he's
good
got
thing
one.
is you can watch one at a time, Brenda, and it's not a big deal. And as we discussed it, I'm pretty much telling you what's going on. So if you know anything about the case, it's not really that bad. It's not something you gotta watch like, or if you miss it or something, you're gonna be lost. It's interesting though, like when you see these women's faces and stuff. But I'm sorry, Doc. Go ahead.
He's got 2 from his first marriage, 2 from his second, and then 2 from his first marriage, 1 from his second, 2 with Kathleen, and I guess 1 with Stacy, maybe? It's not saying.
Yeah, because I know they had one. I don't like to do that when I'm on the thing with y'all, because I feel like y'all are looking at my face all crazy. How many kids
Yeah.
Drew Peterson? I guess the deal is he thought he was some hotshot ass, sergeant, and he thought, he was going to get away with this stuff. Apparently, they said he had. Okay, officially, Stacey Peterson remains missing. At 19, she married 49-year-old Drew Peterson, had 2 children with him.
Okay.
Oh my God, do you know one of her children's name was Lacey?
Yes, I saw that. That got me all twisted up. I was like, wait,
oh my
what?
God, I didn't know that. And then it says she also adopted Drew's 2 children from his previous marriage. Okay. But holy shit, how is it one of his names?
Lacey Peterson, right?
That's crazy.
That got me down a rabbit hole that I don't need to be in.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. I didn't even realize that. Like until right now.
Yeah, it was.
Brenda. So I guess he was telling her, she was young, she ran off, she was tired of taking care of these children, all this stuff. So I want to show you guys. I'm going to see if I can pull up the video when Locke's talking in a second. But apparently the sister thought, Drew was guilty. She was really upset. Now, this has been 10 months since Stacey was missing when he met her. And after the 10 months, they pretty much moved her in. He moved her in. Then she had the second date where she woke up naked in the bed and all that stuff. Then apparently she was moving in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they actually have it on like a camera. Hold on, wait.
Weren't you watching this though and expecting them to say like what happened to Christina's sister? Like they kept
I know
showing.
they kept showing her, and then
I'm
at the
like,
end,
what are
they
you
were like,
alluding
died
to?
of drugs, which was shitty.
Oh, is that what the case was?
Yeah, that's all they said, but they kept showing her picture, so I know, right, Brenda? It's like, damn, like Peterson, is that just like a straight up killer name? I don't mean to laugh, but like Jesus. I'm gonna see. So they had this video. I guess they did an interview on the Today Show too. Did you see that? And she was like, "I don't care what people think," and blah blah blah.
Yeah, just looking at her, you could tell she was being careful with her words and making sure she didn't mess up. Like you could just tell her mannerisms was of somebody who was fearful or been coached by her husband or something,
Right. And then she said that she realized that some of the jewelry she gave him, because she's seen this picture. Look at me now. Watch this. Watch this. I'm getting better. You see that cross right there?
Yep.
Apparently, that's made this Christine lady. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of this Christine lady for y'all. She had that cross. So she was like, hold on, I found a picture with the same jewelry that was given to me on her.
Yep. And then she suspected her ring was from
The engagement
Kathy.
ring.
Yeah.
Yes, from Kathy. I heard that one. So then I guess the deal is that he went to jail. She had moved out. Let me see if I can you take over for 1 second? I'm gonna see if I can try to find this video. Today's
Girl,
show
take over. What?
interview. On the Today Show interview, right? They had the dad where he was like yelling. I love that thing. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell was his name? Edward, right?
Yes. You talking about Christina's dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reigns.
Yeah,
the video of him knocking on the door. Is that what you're talking about? Trying to get her clothes?
He was pissed, dude. I mean, I get it. I can imagine somebody did that to my damn daughter, my husband. We all gonna be knocking on that motherfucking door. Father, where the hell? God damn it, video. I can't find it. It's not over here. I hate freaking Yahoo. It sucks big ass. Anyway.
You gotta use Google, girl.
I am, but I don't know why this computer always gives me the Yahoo. Time special. Oh, okay, here it is. Let me see, guys, if I can put this up for you. What happened to is missing. Oh wait, let me see if I can get her the picture. Oh, here's the one. Okay, here's the one where she's packing like her stuff. I'm getting all excited with my damn self right now. I can figure it out. That's her. She looks all great. Apparently, she's packing her stuff and yelling there. And then I would wish, I want to find the freaking video. I was trying to look for it earlier and I was like struggling to find it. But the dad was like, he was tripping. He was like, let me in or I'm going to call the police. Yeah, Brenda. I'm trying, Brenda. I'm trying. But I don't know. So he freaked out. The sister made a thing, and then he got arrested. Where did he get arrested? He got arrested in 2000 and what was it? Lots, help me out here.
2000 for Kathy. I just
Yes, he
said
got arrested in 2008,
2009
right?
or
Or
2012, I think
2009.
it was.
Why am I missing a piece of paper?
He was convicted in 2012.
He was convicted in 2012, right? But he was arrested in April 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got convicted, she stayed with him. This Christina Rains stayed with him. He was girl $20 million bail.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that?
I know, I missed that part. Did they say that in the show?
Yes, they said he was in $20 million bail. I guess he thought he was hot shit and he was gonna get out and nobody was gonna mess with him and blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. But that's what she kept saying. She was like, he kept telling me he was gonna get out, he was gonna get out, he was gonna get out, and he kept telling her that she was raising 4 kids, and the whole thing was then he started seeing this Nicole lady, right? Before he got arrested, he met her in. About to tell y'all. He met Miss Nicole the same way he met Christine, right up at a freaking bar, and told her about Christine. She said, "Uh-oh." Where'd my locks go?
I'm here. I know.
Oh, I'm like, where'd she? What happened to
My
your
internet.
avatar thingy?
What's that?
What happened to your little avatar thingy?
I had to get off of the internet and go to my cell tower, whatever it's called.
Oh, I was just being silly, but okay. So he met this bitch in a bar. This Nicole. Well, she said he told me about Christina, and I knew about Christina, and blah 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 blah. And she met him in a bar the same way. She said all these women were around him, and she came out the bathroom and she nudged him, and then they talked for a while. I did take notes, not used. Yes, ma'am, I took freaking notes.
You did good, girl.
I did good, but if I could only read my own damn writing, we'd be in business. I snorted. Hey, I ain't a true crime professional. I just like this show. So I just figure we can shoot the shit and whatever. But so then he done met her, right? And she said she met her the same way, that he was all cocky and shit. And he was at the bar in Chicago, and she was 23. Okay, 20 freaking 3 again.
Help me understand how this happens, though. This guy is old. He's not good looking. He's got like dad bod from hell. And he meets this girl, and he's in the middle of this whole investigation. What?
And she said there was women all around him. She was like, there was women all around him. And she said to him, don't I know you from the media or something? That's what she said. Don't I know you from the media? And they started talking, and she gave him the number, and she said he told her about Christine and all this. But if you guys watch the show, right? Watch, because the producer says to Christine, did you know that he met Nicole prior to his arrest? And she was like, huh? She had no idea, apparently.
Mm-hmm. She learned about it from the show, on the show.
Do you think for real that's true, though?
I don't know. I was trying to read her face, because they said something like, do you know a Nicole Speakman? And I was trying to gauge her reaction. How could you not know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't watched anything? Well, he must have not used. I say that about somebody else, but like I always say, what the hell is the obsession with certain people? I don't know. They must have like hung like a horse. I don't get it, but he's an old man. He had 4 wives, kids. Like, who? I don't understand what's attractive about that. But and these women aren't ugly women.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they were drug addicts or like prostitutes or like escorts or strippers or, the typical, older, the stereotype is. if you're that type of woman, you'll get saved by like an older type of man. Like it wasn't like they didn't have families, and it's just odd to me that people flocked to him. The one girl, Christina, said that he would get so many letters in jail of people sending stuff to him, like nudie pictures and shit like that all the time because of his celebrity or whatever. But like, come on, you want to be a celebrity because you're accused of drowning your fucking wife? Like, we're not drowning her. Apparently, like I said, they said she had blunt force trauma to the head. So
Yeah. And then
I mean,
she said he had like a really dark sense of humor, and he was
yes.
telling her about the baby in the dumpster and laughed. When he was on duty, he laughed about it. Like
By making these little passive income assets
that wasn't a deal breaker for her.
I don't know. That shit was crazy to me. That would have been a deal breaker for me. Like, okay, you are now under suspicion. They've exhumed your third wife. Where your fourth one's missing. Now
You could tell the internet wasn't like a big thing back then. Like 2009, 2012 is not that long ago, but you can tell people weren't savvy, because I would have did a background check on this man.
You're right. You know what? That's a really good point. Like I would have done the same thing too. I would have definitely like looked it up, read the stuff, but I know they went on the Today Show. Not you.
Because I'm reading like his second wife.
Like Jessica from Love After Lockup. Why you need her platinum blondie? Yeah, not used. I think so too. But I felt bad for the Christina girl. I felt like she's still like in love with him. I don't know. Do you think she was put on an act?
I don't think she was putting on an act, but she definitely seems like she's got like Stockholm syndrome or something. Like she's just, because her dad got mad at her because he was like, "Is he gonna get mad?"
Yes.
Talking about Drew, and he's like, "Who cares about it?"
I know, he was like, "Who gives a fuck about him?" I think that dad would probably strangle that man.
Yeah, he probably would.
But I mean, what dad wouldn't? Not used. I'm a little proud of you here. You would watch the show and everything. Look at you. Damn. Okay. But then, I'm just teasing, not you. But then, so they said Drew's letters to her were getting like, he was saying to her stuff like, send me pictures of lingerie, but you can't show nothing, blah, 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 the whole thing. And then she said that the one thing that he said to her is something about Stacy had nice teeth.
Yeah.
And she said, "What do you mean Stacy had?" Remember that? She said that he slipped up, and
she
that's what
said
made
that.
her like.
Yeah, and he was going on about, well, I paid for her braces, I got her boob job, and she's like, but you said had, and he's like, well, yeah, has. And she said that was her like nail in a coffin for her. Like,
Right.
She knew he had done something because he was speaking of her in past tense. I'm like, red flags didn't go up way before that, though.
The whole thing is, the second date, she said she was naked in his bed, woke up. And you have no memory.
Person was too.
He said okay, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta plug this in, so you might get this little green thing. I don't know. Let me try to change the plug. Hold on. But that whole thing, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. How do you not? That would throw me right there. Like, okay, it doesn't matter what fucking plug I do. The goddamn green thing. I'm sorry, you guys, but it just happens. But anyway, that would have no. And I'm sorry, as a woman, we can tell if we've had sex.
Mm-hmm.
Dark. Do you know what you just typed?
Who?
Read that sentence. Not you. You should go up with Lisa and Licht and talk about it. Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Not used. You're more than welcome to come up if you want.
It sounds like Not Used went down a rabbit hole too.
Yeah, it seems like it. But so okay, I know we've been like slacking on this a little. Well, like we're taking it out a long way. We can talk about it more tomorrow. But yeah, so the deal was in 7/12 he was charged with murders. With the murder, 2013 he got convicted and was sentenced to 38 years in prison. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the deal is when he was arrested, though, he was seeing the Nicole thing. But then what had happened, Locke? Do you want to tell it? I know we didn't talk about this, but you know what I'm talking about? The inmate with the recording?
Oh yes.
You tell it.
About the what was it? The district attorney? Was it the
The
district attorney?
prosecutor.
The prosecutor.
Dumbass. He got caught telling his inmate he wanted to try to hire a hitman to kill the prosecutor. Now, you moron, who does that? Like, who talks to anybody in jail? Like, why do people do this? This is a problem for me. It is. Like, why do I mean, I get you're in jail. Okay, you're alone. You want to confide in somebody. Maybe you say some things and all this stuff. But, like, come on. Really? Like, and then how do you pick out the inmate and be like, okay, I'm going to pick out him over there. I bet he can get me a hitman.
Right. How does that
You know how that
conversation go
works.
down?
We need to find somebody we can interview.
That was in jail?
Like
That's
a
in jail?
inmate snitch. like a whole inmate snitch. I mean, my husband did jail time. I mean, he was a kid, though. He was 17 he got out in 99. Like, he was like literally like a kid. He had to learn, but things were different then. Like now, they got all this recording and all this crazy stuff. Like, that's what fucked me up on the Casey Anthony thing. That girl that had to turn in all that stuff and was doing that marijuana charge, and that they did not help her at all. She had to serve her full sentence just because they chose not to use her evidence.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, I thought that was so wrong.
For
But-
weed?
For what?
Well, it was for weed, right?
Yeah, they said it was like trumped up about some marijuana seeds or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to find someone who will give us like some real like some
field
Funny,
trip.
I was just thinking of something because I go out of work the other day, right? And the bus stop is like right across from my job where all the buses go. And this guy comes up to me, he's like, "Can I get a cigarette?" And I'm like everybody always asking for cigarettes out there. But I could see he had like his Ziploc bag with his ID and all that. I said, "Yo, you just got out, right?" Because Gander Hill's up the street. It's like a prison around us. So he said, "Yeah," and he had his big house arrest bracelet on. Yo, them things are like this big now. Like, I would think they'd be smaller, but they're freaking huge now. So he's like, "Yeah, they said Siege. She did 10 years, dark." But he goes, and I was like, "So you just got out?" And he was like, "Yeah," because then he was like, "Can I have a light?" And I was like, "Damn, you really unprepared." I'm about to. Then I seen him walk past me the other day because I always go to the bank for my boss. So I seen him walk past me the other day, but his eyes were all bugged out. So I'm like thinking, "Oh fuck, he must have, be on something." But I'm like, next time I see him, I'm about to ask him. I'm like, "Excuse me, can I interview you really quickly?"
Your husband gonna kill you.
I know he would murder me.
We can go on a field trip.
Field trip to Gander Hill? Okay. Okay. Might as well. All right. So so here we go, guys. So in 2016, he was found guilty of hiring that hitman. So he got 40 more years. So he's doing find the inmate snitch. There you go, Brenda. Can you tell? I don't know. Apparently, you can like call. I don't know, but people try it all the time.
I'm gonna let somebody else try that. I got enough problems in life.
Wait, did you guys ever see that thing? Locke, did you ever see that thing about that girl? What the hell was her name? It was in Florida, Filippo or something, and she tried to hire a hitman to kill her husband, and the police set it up like he was killed, and
No, I
called
didn't.
her and said, your husband was killed, blah 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 blah, and then they took her to the police station, and then they had him walk in on her,
No.
and she got her verdict overturned. And said that she thought she was doing like a reality show for cops or something, and that's why she said all those things on the recording, or like I gotta find the name of that. We'll talk about that for real. That thing was crazy. Di Filippo I gotta find. I'll find it. You guys check into that if anybody knows about it. But yeah, it's been on like Dateline like 1,000 times. I've seen it like 100 times. I just can't remember the freaking name of it. But they set her all up. They had him like there. They had her come to the house. They didn't show her the body, but they said, "Oh my God, your husband was killed." Yes, Dark. That's what I'm saying. She wanted him dead. She hired a hitman, so they made it like it went through. They got her to the police station, tried to get her to confess. She was all crying. And then they had him like walk in. And she was like, "Oh my God." It was crazy.
Can you imagine? Like,
I can't believe you never seen that.
no, I did not. I'm trying to look it up right now.
It's like Christine DeFippo or something weird. But okay, while Locke's looking that up. So this Nicole girl, apparently she was the girlfriend that got this is why I'm not good at crime, because I jump all over the damn place. But that's just me, so that's how we do it here. So this Nicole girl, apparently she was seeing him, and then one day she came in and all the authorities jumped on her, and that was because, they wanted to know, did she know about this hiring a murderer thing? And she didn't believe it, hiring him to get murdered. And she didn't believe it until she saw the tape and all that good stuff, and she asked him why. So the biggest reveal was, though, at the end, this Christine lady said that she was told by Drew Peterson that, and I wrote this down, you guys, because I want it to be proper. She said that he told her that the night Kathleen, which is the third wife, was found, he used Stacy Peterson as his alibi. And the problem was him and Stacy kept fighting about it. And he didn't have Stacy like under his grip anymore. She was talking about, she wanted a divorce, or she was going to tell, and all this stuff. She was like holding it over his head. And that he told Christine that he put her in a chokehold, that he knew how to snap a neck in 10 seconds. And he showed her, and that he put her in a chokehold and killed her. And then the investigators say that at that point they believe he put her in a blue barrel, and that he told Christine that he took her 2.5 hours away. So they have a span of where he lives 2.5 hours away in like a circle. And they said it's like tens of thousands of square acres they'd have to search. But they still cannot find her. She's never been found to this day. I mean, he's not eligible for parole until 2081. He would be 127 years old, so he'll probably be dead. But this Christine lady, apparently she's never got over him. She's got 2 kids. She's moved at home with her father. Her and her ex, the father of her children, are broken up. She said on February 18th, 2013 was the last time she ever saw him. They never had any closure. She never said it was the last time she was going to see him. It just kind of happened that way. And the unfortunate part was her sister that kept telling her to stay away from him died at age 27 from drugs, which is really sad. So this girl, Christine, seems to be having a really shitty time in life. What do you think, Locke?
I don't understand the whole. She's like, I know how he killed Stacy, but she never told that to police.
Right. I
So
thought about that too, but then I'm like, well, he's already convicted, but they probably have to get evidence. They can't just go by off of what she says. I think they're figuring he's already in fucking jail, so who cares? But I'm sure the family would like to know.
yeah.
Oh, Dark put up Dalia DiPolito.
Yeah, I'm reading. She's in jail. She's serving life, it says.
Yeah, she tried to get off. Like, she even got a new trial and everything at one point. It was crazy. But yeah, guys, anybody got anything else to say about Drew Peterson? What do y'all think? Do you think he killed? Well, obviously he killed Stacy. I mean, I don't know. I think so.
I'm reading his second wife, Drew Peterson's second wife, he had a history of domestic violence against her and even their 17-year-old daughter because she lived in the home, and he had violence against her as well. So
I think a lot of that shit is because he was a police sergeant. Like, so
yeah,
you know how it is. If the lady was to call the police, what are they gonna do?
yeah,
Okay, he's our boss.
they stick together.
Right. And this was back in like the earlier when this stuff wasn't so common. I mean, it was like common, but you didn't hear of so many corrupt cops all the time. It was always like swept under the rug. You didn't hear about it as much. Now you hear about corrupt cops every day. But I say back then, but I mean, because that's what, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe Brenda, you're right. He maybe did use acid in that barrel. I mean, I watch a lot of ID channel. Okay, I'm not even going front. I watch a ton of ID channel, and I seen that one about that lady that had that rich car dealer. I forget what he was. Something, and she put his ass in the desert and he did carpet or something and poured some carpet shit over top of him. And the mother wanted to know where he is. And then I seen that other one where the daughter, the guy married the stripper lady. What the hell was her name? Oh my God. This was a big one. Help me. One of y'all know it. And she had people beat him up like twice in the house and rob him, like her cousins, and he forgave her and went back. And the daughter ended up like testifying against her mother. Oh my God, what the hell was that lady's name? She was like from Cuba or something. I can't even remember. Dark, do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Or Locke, do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Brenda, somebody.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know her name. I remember the story though.
Oh yeah, that was crazy too. But
These people, like, don't they watch IDTV?
all I'm
Or
like, if you're
Snap?
gonna murder somebody, don't take your fucking phone with you, please. Leave it home. Because they're gonna track your ass. Number one. Number two, stop telling people shit. Like, what the fuck? I just can't. I can't get it. Like, do you get it? Like, what the hell?
I don't know, man. Why are you telling anybody that? Hasn't anybody taught them lie and deny? Like, seriously.
I'm gonna do like the top 10 things not to do when you kill somebody.
No.
Like,
They're gonna be like, what are you
take
doing
your
over there, Lisa?
Don't tell nobody. Don't take your clothes home and take them off and throw them in the laundry. Like, burn them motherfuckers. People do some stupid shit, like, and then it's like, oh, and if you're hiring a hitman, don't be texting back and forth all day. They can pull your text messages. I don't get it. People are so, I mean, it sounds silly to say, oh, don't do this when you murder people, but I mean, I would never murder someone. But I seen something on Instagram today on that What the Fuck TV. He was an Asian guy with the white lady in Nevada. She was 16, he was like 20, and they were on the YouTube thing, and he was like, it's day 3 since we murdered somebody, like mumbled it. She was like, shh, we're on camera. And he was like, she was like, yeah, we had a lot of sex today and we got over the bleeding. And he was like, yeah, that's payment for what I did. And well, they ended up being arrested.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was weird. Who does it? People don't go on social media and tell people you killed a motherfucker. Okay, saying. I can't. I can't. I can't. I mean, it sounds
Nobody
silly,
said
but
criminals
it's
are smart though.
DNA. Yes, exactly. You know what's sad, Brenda? A lot of people here. I heard that there's like thousands and thousands, like tens of thousands of rape kits and stuff like that are out there. And I wish there should be something like, I get it costs money, but there should be something like every, I don't know, year or something, they run all these kits again. Because I feel like if they were to run these kits again, people would get locked up because they didn't have all that DNA 20 years ago.
Well, did you hear about, I think it was I think the guy, I don't know if it was murder or rape, but the way they found the guy was because so many people are doing those ancestries and those 23 and what is it, 23 and me, whatever it's called,
Yes.
those DNA kits, that they're doing that, and you're basically putting your DNA out there, and the cops were able to match it to this person's cousin who was the cousin like gave them the whereabouts of this man, and they were able to convict him of his crime based on the DNA results because they're just sitting there.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. Murder and rape, I believe he's 80 years old now.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a better way. Like, all these kids are, and I'm saying, like, a lot of these criminals are out. And they're doing it over and over and over again, and they're not getting caught because they're not now they're getting smart, so they're not leaving their DNA, but their DNA is probably left from, like, listen, when you go out and you rape and murder somebody, it's probably not your first fucking time. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, a lot of people do it their first, crimes of passion, they call it, and all this stuff. But I'm sorry, I don't know how mad I could be at my husband to bash his head over you know what I mean? Or, like, throw him down the stairs or something. I always tease him, like, when he had he gets life insurance, right? And I'm like, oh, baby, about to throw you down the stairs today, dumb shit. But, like, I don't know how ever mad I could get to, like, take a baseball bat. Like, I've seen this crazy shit. People take, like, baseball bats and, like, bash their spouse's heads in. Like, crazy shit.
Yeah, it's they literally have to have no soul to do that shit.
I don't know, guys, but all right. So I guess we'll end this a little early tonight because it seems like everybody's a little tired. We've been going for like an hour and a half. So we're gonna do lasagna tomorrow night. You guys
What
ready
time's
for
dinner?
And I'm telling you, I figured there's a way. There's a way because all them steakhouses and all that crap, they send food. So there's got to be a way I can send food to people.
Girl, I'm gonna pull up.
Well, bitch, I'm about to come down the East Coast and we just about to see. Oh, by the way, Miss Dark Whisper. Miss Dark Whisper. Miss Dark Whisper. I'm waiting for her to look up at me, but anyway. But no, I met somebody at my job that lives in Texas, right? And they lived outside of Dallas. So I had your address because I sent something to you before. So I looked up your city because he told me it took 24 hours to drive back to him. And you were like 20 miles from him. So I can make it to you in 24 freaking hours, dude. I'm about to get locked.
Come by, pick me up.
We'll come get you and your son. We'll just come to get you, and then we'll just head there, and then we'll head to the beach. I want to see the Gulf of Mexico. Can we go to the Gulf of Mexico? You can meet us there. Dark. That sound cool? She better stop, because you know me, bitch. They kept teasing me about that shit in Michigan, and where'd I end up? Right there. Dry ice. Yes, there's a way. I knew it, Brenda. I knew it. Galveston. I always hear about Galveston. It seems like it's the shit. Like, I always hear about stuff like the Galveston Pier and the Galveston Beach. Like, I hear a lot about it. But all right, guys. Well, I love you all. Thank you, Locke, for coming up, and we will. I hate this green thing; it's driving me crazy. So we will continue this tomorrow. We can talk about whatever everybody wants to talk about. How's that?
That works. Love you, girl.
Guys, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.